Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All Four Downs podcast, part of the CMG Sports Podcast Network. I'm Ovi Muniz with Heck Love. It's week 16 of the NFL. Plenty of games to talk about, but before we do, we're going to be hitting hard on the standings for each division, the wild card race, and then we're going to do our predictions for this weekend as we're full of football. It's Christmas. NFL. It is on, man, Thursday game. We have Saturday's game, Sunday, and concluding with Monday Night Football. I mean, listen, it is getting hot at the right time. Some of these teams are like on fire. Let me tell you that much. But there are certain teams that they're on fire right now, and everyone's hitting that bandwagon. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hold off on that because there's a freeze coming. It really is. And once again, you're listening to the All Four Downs podcast.
Oh yeah,
Heck, tell us, man, how did I do this past week? Tell me my record.
man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll give you your props. You have jumped up and you really showed up and showed out. You went 13-3 this past week, besting me, and I went 11-5. It was our head to head. We had four differences, and you went 3-1 in those differences. And so we both had great weeks, but you out. So congratulations.
I appreciate
You
that.
avoided that 100 loss for another week.
Oh, there you go.
But no, we had
Well,
a
I'm gonna
great
tell
week.
you
It
what.
was great. You know,
I want to
it was
thank
great.
the New England Patriots really because I didn't see that coming. I didn't see where they were trying to do. I don't know what it is that you're trying to do when there's a tie game that you could pretty much go to overtime, but to throw that interception, I don't know if you call it an interception, a fumble. I don't know, but what I do know is that defender Jones from the Raiders went ahead and rolled over Jones, the quarterback of the Patriots, scored a touchdown, and that was a wrap. So again, those of you that was sports betting and picked the
Yeah,
Raiders,
I think New England was
congratulations for that
colorblind.
play. It must have been,
Yeah,
man.
the
But
ball bounces in funny ways, I guess.
and you know what's funny is these standings coming up. So let's break it down to you by the divisions here. And let's start off with the Buffalo Bills. No, a few weeks ago we were talking about how Miami was in first place, right? And you would have thought that this was going to be competitive, but it's
Hmm.
not. The Bills are running away. They clinched the playoffs already, and they got a 3-game lead, which a win this weekend clinched the AFC East title again. That's right, Hector.
Yeah, now
That's
the
right.
right time. They had that must win at snowy times in Buffalo. They finally got it, so they redeemed that earlier loss to Miami.
Absolutely. Then you had the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow, they're in first place. As I predicted they would be from the very beginning, they were my favorites to win a division. And but Baltimore it was like what we talked about last time. Is like they find ways to start winning, and at the end they find ways to lose. And that's the price that you have right there. And I got a feeling that the Cincinnati is not gonna let go. They're on fire.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a repeat of last year, right? Baltimore just sliding down, and here we got Cincinnati defending AFC champions on top once again. Burrow dealing the hot hand.
The AFC South, which is very surprising because I thought Tennessee Titans were going to run away with this. But it seems like the Jacksonville Jaguars are hotter right now and they have a chance to win this division. Funny how you say this, man, but I would have never thought that Jacksonville will do something. As a matter of fact, I remember the pre-show before the season started that it was predicted that even though I picked the Titans, but I had a special guest thought that the Colts were going to do something. But that's not what's going on here. The sleeper is the Jaguars.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the schedule and you would think it wasn't Jacksonville's favorite, but they've proven the naysayers wrong here and saying we're going out there and playing. And so we're looking for a division title, and they already beat Tennessee once. So watch
Right.
out.
Kansas City Chiefs clinched the playoffs. They also clinched the division. They're 11-3, and it looked like they might run away between the Chiefs and the Bills. Who do you think is going to be as a top seed?
I'm sticking to my guns with Buffalo, man. I mean, I take none away from the Chiefs, but I think Buffalo is going to turn things around this year from last year against Kansas City and take that top spot. I think the road is through Buffalo.
As of right now, the road is through Buffalo because the Bills own the tiebreaker over the Kansas City Chiefs head to head. The Cincinnati Bengals, they're creeping up. Don't be surprised. Maybe they're the ones to sneak up and make some noise, right? Then the Tennessee Titans, once again, they're in jeopardy of even losing that division, and that whole division is not even close to making the playoffs. So something's got to give. But what I do like is the wild card race. And if I still feel and I still believe that the New York Jets will somehow pull it off. And just something about that defense that they're so eager. I'm just worried about what they're going to do in the offense with the quarterback issues, right? Who is going to be the starter throughout the playoffs should they make it? The Ravens are falling apart. The Chargers may squeeze their stuff in. And there goes the Miami Dolphins. I mean, they got an explosive offense. They just don't have defense to support that team.
No, you're absolutely right. And I know you talk about the Jets defense, man, but that offense is not doing anything to help them cause to put themselves where they're at right now, and I was kind of surprised with the LA Chargers, the way they're running ship right now, and especially passing Miami, and who knows, they might even pass Baltimore at this point.
Absolutely. We'll see about that. But let's move over to the NFC. We have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys clinching, but all four teams here are playoff contenders right now. And the Giants and Commanders, with that tie, really benefits them from here on out because without that tie, the Commanders won't be in that position. But as of right now, I mean, these four teams looking solid. In the NFC North, the Minnesota Vikings already clinched their division. But the Lions, everyone's talking about they're making, they're hot. But the Green Bay Packers are winning as of late. I'll be careful. I really do. I would be careful on that. The NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is your favorite, Hector. I know your favorite conference of all time. I got it. Nah, I'm just joking. I know you like the NFC East, but man, this is a surprise to me. I would never have thought that these four teams will be close of clinch. I thought Tampa Bay was going to run away. I know we have some technical
Yeah, I thought so
difficulties
too, but
trying to remind with Hector, but
it's just
go ahead,
showing
Hector.
that. Yeah, Tampa Bay, they're just showing their vulnerability, and Brady showing that he cannot defeat Father Time here. I'm sorry, this is the most losses he's ever gotten in his career, in a season, and as poorly as the other three teams are playing.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. You know,
So I won't
none of
count
these
any of these
teams
teams
are
out yet.
impressive,
Coming down to the
but
last week of the season.
we'll move on to the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers already clinched their division, and they're on fire at the right time. You always said there was quarterback issues. They went through three quarterbacks, and I don't even think this is an issue. I think they got the right picks, and I think they draft the right players. They're motivated. And look, the 49ers got the number one defense in the NFC. Watch out for. I got a feeling that the 49ers are Super Bowl bound, plain and simple. If it's not them, it might be the Eagles. So we'll see on that one right there. But let's look at the whole entire picture here, right? Again, the Eagles more likely going to be the number one seed. The Vikings are still trying to chase. The 49ers are there, but the Bucks, who knows what happens in the NFC South. But look at the left side. You got the Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders. Awesome. But my question to you is outside looking in, Seahawks, Lions, and Packers. Who do you think has a greater advantage to go there?
Honestly, I think is the Detroit Lions. I think they're the ones that's going to wind up sneaking in here because they're playing the hottest football right now, and it's a scary situation right now for everybody. I mean, they own Washington, they own New York, and the losses that they've got, which was so early, they've been playing a lot of hard. These teams close, so I would say Detroit will be the threat here to sneak in as the number 7 seed, if not number 6.
I did tell you that there's a hot teams, and sooner or later someone's gonna cool off. I understand what Detroit's doing, but it's gonna reflect on my picks coming up shortly. I got a feeling that the Lions might they're gonna cool off. When? I think this weekend might be it. I don't know. But we'll see on that. But I got a feeling, man, the Green Bay Packers might sneak their way into the playoffs, and they're going to hear the Aaron Rodgers story, you know, and that's going to start kicking in over and over again. So, as much as I hate to hear the name Aaron Rodgers, I got a feeling that he might make the playoffs. Golly. All right, Hector, you ready? You ready for some picks?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All
Let's
right,
get these
I'm
picks
ready.
going.
Let me put some twos on for you.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Get
All
it
right.
motivated.
Starting with Thursday night football, the Jaguars versus the Jets. Who you got?
Look, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got the hot hand right now, winning 3 of the last 4 games. And what's crazy enough is that this all-time series is tied, so the winner will take a 9-8 lead in this series. I like the hot hand. When you dealt the hot hand, you don't stop. Give me the Jaguars to beat the Jets in this game on the road.
Man, I thought that you was going to pick the Jets. I hate you for that. Once again, I understand the Jets has lost 4 of the last 5 games. The Jaguars, they're the opposite, right? They already got a 2-game winning streak, defeating the Tennessee Titans in Dallas. But I'm with you, man. The Jaguars are making it happen. I am taking the spread on this because the Jets are favored by 1.5. Jaguars win. Moving on to Saturday's game, the Giants versus the Vikings.
Look, I hate to say this, man, but I think the Vikings are going to bounce back and win this game, man. I just don't like the way the Giants are just playing, where they're playing football. To me, they're not utilizing Barkley as much lately in the last few games. They should be giving him a heavy dose of Barkley, but we're not getting that like we need to in New York. And I think with Minnesota at home, they're going to wind up pulling out a close one in this one. I think the Giants will stay in it for a half, but I think the Vikings are going to pull this one out come the second half. I really do.
I'm not trusting the Giants secondary. You've seen what happened when the Giants faced the Eagles. It could be a duplicate with the Vikings, but you also got to look at it. The Vikings defense are terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Giving up 36 points. Yes, I understand that they did the all-time history in the NFL, 33-point comeback, but that's not going to fly with the New York Giants because the Giants are playing hard all the time. I'm still sticking with my G-men. I got a feeling that it'll be maybe. I think I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under 48 in this game, but I have faith in my Giants. They're going to make something happen. Moving on to the Bills and the Bears. Who you got on this one?
I got the Buffalo Bills, man. You talking about the second-ranked overall offense against almost dead last on defense with the Bears. Buffalo is riding high here. I like the spread on this one. Give me Buffalo, the Bills, to beat the Bears.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. The Bills struggle in Soldier Field. Yes, they do. They lost the last 3 games in Chicago. And yes, I know they're number 1 in the AFC. That doesn't matter. Look, Bills has won the last 5 games. The Bears lost the last 5 games. But if you look at the Bears, they've been hanging in there. Okay? They hung in there with Philadelphia. They hanged in there with the Green Bay Packers. They got demolished by the Jets. But I think they're trying to find their identity. They really are. And I'm just going to call the upset. I'm taking the Bears to win in a tight match against the Bills. That's right. There ain't no cows up in here. The Saints versus the Browns.
Give me Cleveland at home. I like Nick Chubbs. So I don't see. I know the Saints got a lot to play for, but look, they're 1-5 on the road, man. I don't see them doing anything up in Cleveland to help their cause to try to win this division. I mean, both teams got a lot to play for. More the Saints, but I think the Cleveland is a better team overall here in this situation. So I got Cleveland.
I got the same thing. I got the Browns over the Saints. Moving on to the Texans and the Titans.
You know what? I'm going to try this one last time. I'm going for Tennessee. Okay, but man, I don't know what is going on in Tennessee. I know they say Houston, we have a problem, but Tennessee, they're not playing no Music City over there. So if they don't get their act right in this game, it is all over for them. But I'm going with Tennessee on this one. I don't know what Houston got to do.
You will say, yes, I totally agree with you here, man. But I think spoiler alert is going to happen. The Texans always play well in Tennessee. And that's why I'm taking the Texans. I know it's a huge gamble. I would not advise anyone to pick this game. But the Texans failed me before. They should have beaten the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? They should have been the king of Texas, and that didn't happen. Now they're playing the Titans. They should win. But I got a feeling that they're going to have a lead in this game and losing in the fourth quarter. But I'm still going to go by with the Texans. I'm taking them.
I believe it.
All right.
Take the Texans.
Seahawks versus the Chiefs.
Look, the Seahawks are on a downhill slide here. Patrick Mahomes is almost just unstoppable. I don't think there's any kryptonite to stop this band right now. So give me the Chiefs to win this game. And I'll take that spread too. I don't see what the Seahawks could do in Kansas City to stop Patrick Mahomes. Their defense is just awful.
Oh, man, the Seahawks, man, they've been burying themselves. They lost to Carolina. They lost to San Francisco. They lost that overtime game against the Raiders. They even lost to the Bucks. So you're right. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the under 50 though. But that 10-point spread, I think you're looking good on that one. Absolutely. Yeah. The Bengals and the Patriots.
Look, Joe Burrow, man, he's Mr. Money right now, man. And with the Cincinnati having the fourth ranked passing offense in the league right now, I trust that offense. So give me Cincinnati to beat the Patriots. And I say Cincinnati I think Cincinnati will cover that easily at 3 points. They're being generous to me to win New England. So I got Cincinnati in the blowout here, honestly.
All right, I got the Bengals as well. Moving on to the Lions and the Panthers.
The Panthers did help us out a couple of weeks ago, but I don't see them doing anything to help us in this situation, man. Detroit is just hot. Golf is just on a whole different level right now. And so I'm going to have to take Detroit on this one. I think they get it done and push the Panthers out of the race for that division title.
I'm sorry, man. I have to beg to differ on this one, man. Listen, I know the Panthers lost to the Steelers last week. I got it. But you talk about a team that always finds a way. Okay, they've won 3 of the last 5 games. Lions, yes, they're on fire. And yes, they beat the Giants. They beat the Jaguars, the Vikings, the Jets. They barely beat the Jets, okay? I'm telling you right now, man, this is the point in the season that the Lions, I know we talk about them. I know the media's talking about them. But they're on fire, but they're going to cool off on Saturday. And the Panthers are going to stop their dreams of making the playoffs. I am taking the Panthers at home.
All right.
Moving on to the Falcons and the Ravens.
Look, give me the Ravens. I know the Ravens are struggling in the passing game, but, man, Atlanta's defense is just horrendous. They got so many issues on that defensive side that I don't care who you put at quarterback for the Ravens. I think they'll be able to get that done at home. So Desmond Ridder, he was all right last week, for his first start. But look, I'm sorry. I think Baltimore wins this game at home.
Falcons do not put up that many points. All right. As a matter of fact, they're averaging 16 points in the last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
So I just don't see them passing the Ravens on this one. Moving on to the Commanders versus the 49ers.
Oh, I know we're going to have our differences on this one. I was telling you before the show started that I would like to see the Niners lose a game, but this is not the game I want them to lose. Okay, I know Heineke is hot, and there was some kind of questionable calls last week, but the Niners got the number one defense in the NFL right now. 7-game winning streak, 6-1 at home. They got the hot hand. I need to watch the 49ers to win this game, and I think it's going to be a tough trip for Washington. I really do. So give me San Francisco, the San Francisco treat.
Well, you notice that the over-under is at 38. So
yeah.
I'm guessing that this is going to be a tight game. The Commanders always play well in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, the only issue right now, and the media's trying to make out of it, is Wentz or Heineke. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Wentz was to be put in the game against the 49ers, give the win to the San Francisco with a blowout, because that's probably what's going to happen. Stick with Heineken. Let him do what he has to do, and who knows what could happen. But yes, I do need the 49ers to win to help the New York Giants. I really do. Okay? But if it wasn't for that, I would definitely pick Commanders with the 7 points, because I think it's going to be a closer game. Eagles versus the Cowboys.
Things are changing here. So if we got Gardner Minshew, then give me the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys defense step up on what could be their last home game of the season. So I think Minshew will do some good stuff here, but not enough to pound on that Cowboys defense. So give me the Cowboys to win this game at home.
I don't care who's the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. They're just not going to win in Dallas, and that's the bottom line. Dallas performs well against the Eagles. This is the rivalry where the home team always has an advantage. I have the Cowboys winning, and I won't be surprised if they beat them over 5 points, as that spread is showing right there. Moving on to Saturday night football, which is on the NFL Network. The Raiders versus the Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Steelers on this one. I think the Steelers defense can get the best of Derek Carr in this situation. I mean, the Raiders, they got lucky last week, because somebody threw it to them that they weren't supposed to. But I think if Kenny Pickett is back for this game, I think the Steelers are going to get things done at home against the Raiders and spoil the Raiders' chances of making the playoffs.
Well, he has been named the starter for this week. So I'm taking the Steelers. I'm surprised that you didn't go ahead with the Raiders. But I'm taking the Steelers on this one. I hate you, though, by the way. I'm just going to let you know. Let's move on to Sunday's game, the Packers versus the Dolphins.
You know what? Let's go Christmas Day, starting off with the Packers and Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins at home.
Yes.
I think the Dolphins are going to do it. I know the Dolphins lost 3 straight, but, I think Tua double T there is going to outplay Aaron Rodgers in this game. So, give me the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, man. Yes, I don't believe you. I really don't. I'm taking the Packers, baby. Merry Christmas, Aaron Rodgers. Oh. That's right. Yeah. Finally, we got some differences here. All right. Yes, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. I think they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, man. I got to give them props. Here we go. Even though they're averaging 20 points a game, but their defense is still performing. They're averaging 22. I can't say the same for the other side because Miami Dolphins' defense, their secondary, are questionable. And if Aaron Rodgers is going to air the ball, I'm hoping that the wide receivers are now in sync. You want that to happen. And yeah, of course, the Packers beat the Bears. They beat the Rams. I got it. But the Dolphins are on a 3-game losing streak to the 49ers, Chargers, and Buffalo. And you're going to tell me, well, these guys are playoff contenders. But that morale does hurt. It really does. And it's going to carry over, and they're going to lose 4 in a row. Broncos and the Rams.
Okay, so this is the Christmas break time in which I get up and open up some more presents and do whatever because this game is wah. Give me the Broncos. The Broncos got the better defense. The defense is ranked 5th in this situation. Russell Wilson should be back. Rams offense is dead last. They got nothing going on. So give me the Broncos to win this game. Somebody, I give the Broncos 5-10. Give me the
Oh man,
Broncos.
every time I pick the Broncos, man, they always fail me. And then that many times I pick the Broncos anyway. But I got the Broncos as well, so that means the Rams may win. So I'm just gonna let you know. Don't pick this game. All right, the
No.
Bucks and the Cardinals.
Oh, Lord have mercy. These two have so many issues. I mean, it's not even funny. But you know what? I trust Aaron Rodgers more than
Aaron
anything in this.
Rodgers.
Oh, I'm
Aaron
sorry.
Rodgers.
Tom Brady, baby. Sorry
Are
about
you
that.
trying to say he's gonna move to Tampa after Brady?
You know what?
Is
Tom
that the
Brady just,
rumor?
yeah, he needs to do something. He needs to move out of Tampa Bay and do something. But look, I know Tom Brady's struggling, but the Cardinals got so many issues going on, man. Here, I would trust Tom Brady more in this situation to get the job done. And plus, he knows that a division title is at stake here. They got a lot more to play for than what the Cardinals do. So the Cardinals are done to me.
The
They're just
Cardinals
dead in
not
the
only
water.
are they
So I
done,
got,
but their head coach is gonna be done too. But
yeah,
speaking
he's
about
on
the
the hot
head
seat.
coach, the Tampa Bay Bucks, be honest, the Tampa Bay Bucks, if Bruce Arians was still the head coach, you think they'll be in this position?
No, they're probably 9-5 right now or something like that.
I think
They
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 already
they
have 10 wins already, to be honest with you.
yeah, they'll be in the winning. They'll be in the winning situation, fighting for seeding spot instead of fighting for a division title.
But I also have the Bucks winning this game. And then lastly, Monday Night Football, I was gonna say San Diego, the
Yeah,
Los
well, say,
Angeles
oh well.
Chargers
Yeah,
visits the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts coming back from a huge disappointment, a 33-point disappointment. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a quarterback who's been there before. There's a quarterback that during the Super Bowl he gave up and lost after a 25-point lead. There's a quarterback that extended that to 33, and he is the only one, Matt Ryan. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Matt Ryan having a 33-point lead in the first half, shutting down their opponent to lose in the second half. How you do that?
I take Matt Ryan's initials MR and make it Mister Blow It All, pretty much. That's just pathetic.
He
It
is
is
Mr.
pathetic.
Relevant of blowing games. He is the curse. Man, that guy needs to
If
retire,
you
man.
if you want to win a game against Matt Ryan, give him the lead. Give him the lead so you come back.
Oh man.
Give me the Chargers in this game. Give me
I
the
got the
Chargers.
Chargers as well, man. I really do.
The Colts are out without Jonathan Taylor still. So
Oh, he's out for the
they,
season. So
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Oh man.
Lord have
Just
mercy.
I just thought about it. I don't know if it's been said before or anything like that, but I was like, damn, this guy lost to the Patriots, giving up a 25-point lead, and then now he's blowing up against the Vikings from a 33-point lead. So it's crazy. It's
Well,
crazy. And you
he
already
broke his
know,
own he broke his own record. It was a 25 lead,
well,
now it's a 33.
he beat the Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Oilers record that happened in the playoffs. The
Yeah.
same playoffs that the New York Giants came back and won their game in the Super Bowl to defeat the Bills
Hmm.
20-19. Just saying,
Yep.
just throwing it out there.
Hmm.
All right.
Yep. Man.
But hey, that's a wrap of our show. Those are our picks. Who you think is going to win yourselves? Who you believe more, myself or Hector? I'm telling you right now, I'm at the finish line. I'm on fire, baby. And
Man, you
I'm
got a
not
long way to
stopping.
catch up. You got a long way to
Hey,
catch up, baby.
it's not about how you start, it's how you finish, baby.
Well, you better win all 5 games we disagree on because you need a mirror. You need a Music City miracle. You need a backward lateral pass for a touchdown or something.
We still got the playoffs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Anyways, hey, Hector, thank you. And everyone else, thank you for supporting our show. This is the All Four Downs podcast on the CMG Central YouTube channel. Stay tuned. There's more football coming up. Take care.